going to get mine. No, I really did. I wanted to ask Chris to do this because Chris did have unique position. We got to work very closely together, and Jerry and Chris know it now. When you're in those meetings, you learn a lot about the people that are right next to you, that sit next to you, and how they function. And so I thought if anybody could tell that story and really kind of knows how to do things in that setting, he does. But he's right about the things that are going on, and one of the reasons that this group, and I think you kind of look around, and we're letting a few people like my dad and Skip and others be a little younger tonight. But if you look around, you see a little common theme among a lot of this group as far as our ages and where our kids are and where we are in this community. And one of the reasons that was important to me is because by the time the election comes, it'll be 12 years since we've put in a new mayor in the city. This will be the first time a lot of this group has been actively involved in putting a new mayor in office, and it's so important to all of us. I mean, this is our time. This is our chance to finally. I like to say he's a lot older than me. Our current mayor's really not that much older than me, but this is our chance to really, for one time, it's going to be one of us for the first time ever in this city, and I think that's important. We are invested. We're deeply invested. With our homes, our businesses, the kids in the schools, all the clubs and the parks and all the things that we do. And whether we want to talk about, are we going to grow, can we stop the growth? Well, I can answer that question very easily. No, we cannot. We're in it. The cycle started. It's going to continue. You guys all hear the stats about 1.5 million people potentially coming to Nashville in the next 25 years. And I heard somebody talk about that 25-year number recently, and it kind of struck me. I think, well, that's a long time for that to do. I remember 1990 pretty well. And I remember a lot of things about what I was doing. It doesn't seem like that long ago. And so my daughter's here in 25 years. She's going to remember 2015, and it's not going to seem like that long ago. There's going to be a lot more people here. And even if we just get a proportional amount of people that come to Hendersonville when they come to the Nashville area, we're going to have a lot of growth. I happen to think we're going to get more than that. I think what we've all grown up with, those of us that have grown up here, those in this room who came here from somewhere else, we stayed and we came here for the same reason. There's a unique community and character here. I mean, one thing that obviously we have, you walk out here and there's water. We can't even put a price tag on how we ended up with a 38 square mile city that's got 26 miles of shoreline. I don't even know how you do that. You can't make that up. And we've got, that gave us a unique character and unique community that we've all enjoyed. And I think the big issue for us is when we're 75,000 people instead of 55,000 people, which is going to happen, is what's important to me, and the reason that I'm doing this is because when we have 75,000 people, my vision is that that same character and that same community is here, and that the way we see it now is just the same. It's just as safe. We feel just as secure where we are. What we've invested in is worth just as much, not just as much. It'll be better. It'll be stronger. The things we have, our homes will be better valued. We're going to have more opportunities. The character that we have in this community is so strong, and I think having that after we grow is going to be the most important thing for us, because having the town that we have now with more amenities and more opportunities is a great thing. That's a great city. And that's when people ask me, why in the world would you do this? That's exactly why. Because I'm going to be here 25 years from now, and I don't want to look back and know that I could have done something at the right time in the right place. This is the right time, the right place. It's why I decided to do it, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to serve and to help out in what we're doing, because there's so many good things that are going to happen, and they're going to happen. And it's the key is, as Chris said, it's about the decision making. We've got people internally. I mean, the job of the mayor in the next 4 years, certainly in this city, and the 4 years after that, however long after that, is going to be, it's twofold. We've got City Hall itself. You guys know that there is some dysfunction in the way our city operates right now, the way meetings operate, the way people are with each other. there needs to be some change, some management, and really some healing in that. And as Chris said, one of the things that I feel like I do well is to bridge those gaps and work with people, and I think that's badly needed. I think when you just something as simple as watch our meetings and watch how they function, I think we need to do things a different way, and I think we can. I know we can. And we've got department heads. We've got people retiring. We're finally an old enough city that we've got people that have been spent their careers working in the city. They're retiring now, and there's some important decisions there. The other aspect that's probably even bigger for the next mayor is our communication, our involvement with the surrounding areas. This is still, whether we like it or not, and we want to celebrate our uniqueness, that's fine. We're still Nashville. When people say I'm going to Nashville, they're not going to move downtown. They're coming to this area to work, and they're going to find where they're going to live. And this is one of the first places they come. I've spent the last 10 years sitting across the table from people, closing the houses for people, and ask them, why did you come here from wherever it is, and how did you end up here? And inevitably, they get all their resources. They get online and they say, well, we looked at Franklin, we looked at Hendersonville, and we looked at Murfreesboro. And Rutherford County was a little crowded. We didn't like that. And for whatever reason, they choose us. They're going to find us. But it's still a region, and we have to be able to be involved with the mayor of Nashville. We have to be involved with the mayor of Gallatin, the mayors of the surrounding cities. We have to be involved with our legislators, the governor, TDOT for all the issues we have, the commissioners there. And what I ask people to consider on this one is, who do you want when the role of the mayor this time is going to be surrounded by a lot of visits across conference room tables, across desks, at restaurant tables. A lot of the business of the city is going to get done that way over the next few years because there's so much going on from outside. And I just ask people, who do you want to sit across that table? We have a vision. We all share it. We have goals. Who do we want to share our goals with those people? And who do we want to be at that table to stand up for Hendersonville and literally push ourselves to the top of the line when we need to be? And who invites those businesses in here? And who makes them feel at home? And I think that's important. Now, I like the two that I know that are already running. I like them. They're really good guys. I think there's a big difference in what you get at that table. And I think that's very important this time for our city. And that's the why of why I'm doing it. And I cannot tell this group how much I appreciate all of you being here. There are a lot of close, long-time friends, a lot of people that go way back. And it does remind me of one of the things that I'm hoping we can really change and add to in our city, and that's that I see so many of you that I knew when we were very small, and if for various reasons a lot of us went away during maybe our 20s and our 30s, went away for career and other things, came back, or people are new here. I hope my kids don't have to take that 10 years off. I hope we quit exporting our kids, and I'd love for them to stay and have actual opportunities so they don't have to do what a lot of us did and go to another city or another state and then wait to come back until they have their kids. I'd like to have them here during their productive time, because those businesses that we all want, I can tell you what age group they want working for them, what they want to see here. And they want to see that age group when all of us left. We weren't here to be a good workforce, and that's one thing I want to change. So that's why this group and this age group, I think, get it and understand how important this next election is, and how important the answering the question of who you want sitting at those tables, and who you believe can take our goals and share them. So I really appreciate all of you being there. I'm going to need, obviously, help. There's 2 or 3 things that obviously you need, one of which, without fail, what I need most is every person in here to vote. When it comes time, I need your vote. I need the vote of any of the spouses or others that aren't with you, the people that live on either side of you, anybody you know. Obviously, the most important thing is, I say vote. The last time I had one of these, the gentleman speaking said the most important, but number 1 and 4 are money. He said there are 4 things. 1 and 4 are money. Obviously, need financial help. This is with a new group and no incumbent, this is going to be pretty, probably a little more expensive than it's been in the past, so it will definitely take funds to do, so I obviously need that. And then I need everybody's help, their labor and their time to help us, and anybody that is willing to jump on board with us and help us in terms of communicating with people and getting the message out and talking. I need that. I need you to be willing to kind of get with me on this, help me on this, because I'm gonna